One question kids have about playing sports is why should they play multiple sports if they're only good at one specific sport? Well, I'm here today to talk to you guys about why playing multiple sports is beneficial for a kid's overall athletic career. Um, why kids should play multiple sports, considering the fact that some of the greatest athletes of all time, guys such as Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson, and Tom Brady, are all guys that grew up playing multiple sports and were able to make it to the highest level of competition. And for my 3 points today, we're going to be going over how playing multiple sports helps reduce overuse injuries, how it helps avoid burnouts, and how each sport gives a different experience for kids. Playing multiple sports helps reduce injuries because you aren't consistently using the same muscles over and over again like you would playing one sport. As a matter of fact, some sports have injuries named after them. Some of these injuries consist of tennis elbow, tennis knee, and pitching shoulder. These are all injuries caused from the overuse of doing the same sport activities all year round and not taking a break from them. According to NFHS.org, a study done by the University of Wisconsin of 1,500 high schoolers showed that athletes who played in one sport were more than twice as likely to get injured compared to a kid who plays multiple sports. For our next point, we'll be going over how playing multiple sports helps avoid burnouts. Now, you may be asking exactly what is a burnout. A burnout occurs when an athlete is physically and mentally fatigued from playing the same sports all year round. USABdevelops.com stated that kids who play one sport too early and too often on in their life tend to lose the fun and the aspect of the game. This then leads to kids wanting to quit their sport because it has become repetitive and isn't fun for them anymore. And the sport that they once loved turns into feeling like a job rather than something that they get to go do and have fun playing. As well as losing the interest, it also has a competitive edge that puts a lot of pressure on these kids to compete at a high level and perform so that they can make it to college. Parents need to remember that kids are playing the sport for the fun and not always for the competitiveness. And as parents should start to encourage kids to play multiple sports so that they can take a break from playing other sports during the year. For our last point, we're going to be going over how playing multiple sports gives different experiences for kids. Playing a team sport and playing an individual sport has a very big difference. Whereas in a team sport, you have to rely on other teammates and you just play in one part of the role. And in an individual sport, you are the whole team and you can't rely on anybody else. As a matter of fact, playing multiple sports and having all these different experiences will lead to you getting recruited better because having all these different experiences, coaches are looking for some athletes with more of a well-rounded skill set, which comes from playing all these different sports and having all these different experiences, as well as being able to be coachable from these different experiences. So playing for multiple different coaches will help when coaches are trying to recruit you, because if you're able to go and learn all these different lessons from other coaches, and you can soak all that information and you'll become a better overall athlete at the end of the day, and they will want to recruit you more. Vertimax.com states that parents want what's best for their kids and that they should allow them to have some say in what sports they want to do. I agree with this because an athlete at a younger age doesn't necessarily know what they want to do with their sports, so they need to have these different experiences with different teammates and coaches to choose what is best for them. Now that we've taken a look at how playing multiple sports helps reduce injuries, how playing multiple sports also helps avoid burnouts, and how it gives different kids different experiences, I hope that you guys were able to learn something valuable today and that in the future when you have your own kids, you can encourage them to play multiple sports. Thank you.